Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids finishing our 11th year homeschooling. I'm also the owner and author behind townsendhouse.com, where I help you implement systems and strategies in order to overcome the chaos and cultivate simplicity in your home and homeschool. Today I am doing 3 videos. You will find the other videos in the description box. This video is of the new Softbound Teacher Planner from Erin Condren. I'm super excited to share it with you. I do want to thank Tori and the team at EC for sending me these planners to preview for you. I'm super excited, so let's get started. This is the new Softbound Teacher Lesson Planner. This is the blush cover, and it is that vegan leather cover. And it still has the same paper. It's supposed to be a flat lay. I know that they came out with this, I believe last year was the first year that they came out with this planner. I think it is so pretty, and I'm really excited to see how it looks on the inside. And it looks like this is going to be in the Harmony Colorful design. So it'll be interesting to see how this differs from the In Bloom design. I will have a link in the description box for the regular In Bloom design teacher planner that I've also reviewed and released today. So, okay, yes, this is going to be the Harmony Colorful. And this planner is only 8 by 10, and it obviously is softbound, so you can't add extra pages or anything like that, but I think it's probably going to be a similar design as the 8.5 by 11. I could be wrong, but it probably is going to be similar, maybe just in a little bit smaller, I think. Now, this does not have tabs on the side, but you can buy tabs if you want, and they do sell really nice tabs at Erin Condren. So first you have the All About Me and Events and Volunteers page. If you watched my flip through of the In Bloom teacher planner, you will know that I do not use these pages as a homeschooler. However, I may use them this year to list out curriculum and resources that I am using for each child, and then just relabeling some of the sections and having a family section, and maybe having maybe using this section for websites and passwords instead of here. I don't know. I'm not sure. You could cover up the headings and use this for really whatever you want to use it for as a homeschooler. It's always good to have extra space to jot down notes. And then you move into the communication log, and I have always used the communication log as a reading log for my oldest daughter, Emma. And that is what I would use this for as a homeschooler regardless, because I don't have anybody else that I need to communicate with. And it is perfect for a reading log, because I just have to change this reason resolved to title, and then write the date that the book was completed, the author's name, and then the title of the book. And then you have a good representation of what books your child has read for the year. Then you're going to move into these mini monthly calendars. It starts at July and then ends in December 2023. I love this section to map out our year, to see where we are going to have really busy months, if there are vacations or days that we're going to be away, birthdays, any sort of anything. And I use the little clear circle stickers that Erin Condren has, and there's all kinds of sticker shops on Etsy that also have those transparent sticky dot stickers that you can use to sort of have a key up at the top and then designate, you know, one color for birthdays, one for days off, one for vacations, holidays, all of that sort of stuff. It's good to have the whole year right in front of you, so that when you move into the next section, which is the year at a glance section, you're able to see where you're going to have busy months, write it down. And I always use these month boxes for themes. We tend to have a lot of seasonal rhythms in our homeschool, and we are year-round homeschoolers, so I like to have again, a broad overview of what I hope to accomplish each month. And then I also tend to put any sort of Brave Writer, darts, arrows, boomerangs, slingshots, in here as well, so I know what book we're supposed to be working on or books in a specific month. I do change the label, the month labels. I change them to July through June because that's how I think of our homeschool year. But you know, however you think of your homeschool year, you kind of want to start with that month. In my opinion, that's just me. So I have always changed these months to July through June, or if you start in September, you might want September through August. This does look different from the In Bloom yearly plan. When I did the walkthrough of this, I did mention that I was curious how the Harmony Colorful would look because this is so different than it has always been in years past. Let me show you. Let me show you my planner from this year. So it looks like the Harmony Colorful is going to stay with this general design from what the teacher lesson planner has had the yearly plan look like in the past. And so there is definitely a lot more space to write in these, in the In Bloom than in the Harmony Colorful. Obviously this is the 8 by 10, but judging by this, I'm assuming that the 8.5 by 11 coiled teacher lesson planner is also going to look this way, and they have fewer lines than the In Bloom. Then you're going to move into two-page spreads of graph paper. I have used these again for reading logs in the past because I do have 3 kids. I use the communication log for Emma, and then one of these graph pages for Jack, and then one for Lucy. And then you're going to move into the monthly section. So you have your full page, your 2/3 page, and then dates to remember in July. This is very similar to the 8.5 by 11 teacher planner, so it's just a little bit smaller. And then you move into your monthly calendar, and okay, it is a little bit more muted for the days. So the In Bloom, oops, I'm dropping everything. The stickers are falling out. Okay, so the In Bloom has a much darker monthly calendar than the Harmony Colorful does. This is more of like a gray, and this is more of like a charcoal or a black. And I actually really like how much this pops off of the page. I'm used to the more muted days because that's how it has always been. So this is going to be your monthly calendar. There is no mini monthly calendar for the next month on this note section. I'm not sure if there is one in the 8.5 by 11. And then you're going to move into your weekly planning pages, and it's still the same design. You still have the 6 columns and then a notes column, or you can use this as a 7th subject or whatever, however you plan out your weeks. I have always done a column for Emma, a column for Jack, a column for Lucy, and then history, science, brave writer, and read alouds, and then notes or circle time when Lucy was a little bit younger. This next year, I think I'm going to be doing 2 columns for Emma, 1 for Lucy, and 2 columns for Jack, and then just another like family subjects. I'm really not sure how I'm going to plan it this year because I have 1 in elementary, 1 in middle school, 1 in high school, and I have always combined a lot of the curriculum for my kids, and we've done a lot of family style homeschooling. This year is going to be a little different, so I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go. So you move right through July with the weekly planning pages, which I just love. These planning pages, they are so helpful, and I like that there's the lines. It keeps me on track. And then you get to the end of the month and you move right into the next month's line page, 2/3 page, and dates to remember. So one of the big differences is that you don't get the 2 extra line pages at the end of the month. like you do in the teacher lesson planner, the coiled version. So that is a little bit different. If you don't have a lot of kids, or you're not planning a ton at the end of each month, and you're really just your planning is more do lesson 143, do lesson 144, that type of thing, you probably don't need as many line pages. I use all of the line pages in my planner to make notes of things that we need to do differently, new resources, if my kids have an idea of something that they want to learn about. I do tend to use all of those notes pages. If you watched my life planner flip through, I will leave a link for that as well in the description box. I also got the colorful Harmony life planner to preview, and this is really not my favorite design. I know that a lot of people really like this this design. It is not my favorite. So I do like the In Bloom quite a bit. And I know that they also have a focused version. Last year I did review the focused softbound planner, and I know that this year they're coming out with a focused 7x9 planner. So for the 8.5 by 11, you can get either the Harmony Colorful or the In Bloom, and for the softbound you can get Harmony Colorful or In Bloom, but they do also have a softbound focused version this year and a 7x9 focused version, but they do not have an 8.5 by 11 focused version. So you move into September. September is probably my favorite color-wise. I really like this deep purple color. And this is how it's going to move through each month. It's the same weekly layout. And it is a lay flat and better for lefties, or like I said, if you don't have a ton of planning that you need to do, I really think this is a great option. It's nice and small and compact, so you can take it with you. So then we're into October. And then you're moving into November. I do really like this green color for December. It always surprises me to not have like a Christmassy green color, but this lime green color is one of my favorite colors, so I don't mind it. And I do like that there's not a ton of other color on the planning pages, the weekly planning pages themselves. I think it would detract too much if this design was also up here, but I don't think that there's ever really been, let me see if I have, yeah, there's only ever been a little bit, and perhaps in the coiled version there will be a little bit up here, but not too much. But I notice actually that the In Bloom also doesn't have any design right here, so perhaps that's something that they removed this year. But I like how clean it is, and I like how there's a different color for every month. But like I said, this Harmony Colorful design is really not my favorite, but it is still a very functional planner, and that is the whole reason that I continue to come back to the Erin Condren planners year after year, is because it is so functional for me. Having the space to write out all of the things that I need to do is so important. This does have one ribbon bookmark, which is perfect to keep track of where you are in the month. We move to March. And then April. And then we're going to move into May. And then June. And then you come to some line pages. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 2-page spreads of line pages. Did I count that right? So you have 1 page for every month. If you want to take some notes in the back, that's super helpful. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 checklist pages. And I actually like how these checklist pages are more than the In Bloom ones, just because it is so faint. The coloring in the In Bloom, it's kind of hard for me to see. I wish that was just a bit darker the way that these are darker. I mean, it could still be the same color scheme, but just a bit darker so that you can really see where the boxes are for the check marks. That could just be because I'm totally blind. Okay, so this, let me see, did this come with stickers for the holidays? Let me check. All right, I looked in my box. I'm not sure if this Softbound Planner is supposed to come with the holiday stickers or not. It is not in my box, so it's possible that it's supposed to come with the stickers because there are no holidays in here, but I'm not sure, and I will have to find that out. I'm not sure. So that is the Blush Softbound Planner, Teacher Lesson Planner from Erin Condren for the year. I'm not sure if they have an option for a different start date or if this is only the July through June start date, or if they also offer maybe a January through December start date. I'm not entirely sure, but this is a beautiful planner. Again, I think that it would work if you don't have as many kids that you are planning homeschooling for, or if you are a teacher who doesn't need to spend a ton of time in the planner itself. This is very, very pretty, but I definitely like the In Bloom design interior more than this Harmony Colorful. So that is where I'm going to end this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Again, I do have 2 other videos in the description box, the In Bloom 8.5 by 11 coiled planner, as well as new teacher accessories. So thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.